Hey there. So, another week down. Kind of crazy. But the main thing I wanted to talk about this week was my student Victor. I got to talk to Horatio about it real quick, but I forget who I'm sending this video to right now. But Victor had a psychological breakdown on Tuesday. Susan, was either right after you left or right before you left or one or the other. But he was fine all day. He had his medicine. We were doing a project. The kids were coloring in some things and drawing. And he couldn't draw a squirrel. And he was like mad. So he threw his book. We ignored it, didn't pay him no mind. When we didn't acknowledge him, he got mad, decided to flip the table and the chairs upside down, flip the table back up, put a chair on top of the table, and then was standing on top of the chair on top of the table. So me and Mr. Nutty are just thinking, he's acting out or whatnot. So she goes over to him, and then I follow, and she's talking to him like, I need you to get down, Victor. I don't want you to get hurt. Just talking to him very calmly, you know, nothing too, saying all the right things. And he's like, no, I want to jump. I want to jump. And we're like, well, we can't let you jump. So then he starts getting, like, you can see flustered, like, I want to jump. He was very angry. He had a very mean face on. So I look at her, she looks at me, and we go for it. She grabs his top half, I grab his legs. He's kicking and screaming, and I'm like, where are we going? I'm like, into the bathroom. So we bring him into the bathroom. We sit him down. He's laying down at first, and then he starts I want to kill myself, and I want to kill myself, and I want to kill myself, and I want to kill myself. And he chanted for close to 40 minutes that he wanted to kill himself. It started low, it got louder and louder and louder. Before we took him down from the chair, I called the office for Otto. Otto wasn't there. I called upstairs to Akoff. Akoff's in a meeting, and she said that Lutz wasn't there either. They had both Otto and Lutz had left for the day. I mean, Lutz was in class. Akoff was in class till 2. So she would come down as soon as she could. We couldn't get in touch with anybody, so that we made the decision to take him down, and we brought him into the bathroom. So then he starts chanting, and he screamed for like 40 minutes, basically. Finally, Miss Lugo came in. She tried talking to him. I tried talking to him. I rubbed his back. I sat with him. Miss Janetti sat. She talked to him. Miss Lugo sat. She said, nothing. The boy did not take the focus off of the I want to kill myself. Then Miss Akoff came down, and finally Miss Centrone got there. And the kids were really well. It was crazy. They sat perfectly for me while all this was going on. They were in the middle of a lesson, and with we moved on to money, and he and they were split up. So then after he started their screaming, I got them back to their seats, so to make sure that they were all in one area that I could see them all at the same time. And then me and Miss Janetti would switch. She would go and talk to them. I would go and talk to them and whatnot. So it was a pretty rough day, and it was something I guess I did not expect it. I knew coming into Shepherd, a lot of things would be different from regular schools, the school that I went to. But yeah, it was a really rough day, and it made me really sad, and made me think of a lot of things, that this boy's only 5 or 6 years old. And yeah, so it's very upsetting. And then he came back to school today, because we went on our school trip yesterday. And he was like, Victor, all fine on medicine, basically. And then they told us that he'll be out. He'll come on next week, and then in November, he'll be out for 3 weeks. I guess trying to work on things. But yesterday we went on a school trip and we went to Fox Chase Farms. The kids got to learn about apples, which one I'm teaching. They got to make apple cider, which they love. They got to drink the apple cider. Then we went outside. We got to see goats, rabbits, horses, pigs. It was awesome. They loved it. And the bus. I think the bus was their favorite part. It was so funny how they were on it, and we sat and we sang songs, and we took tons of pictures and documented everything because it's like their first time like seeing all this most likely. I started my unit this week. Everything's been going really well. The students are really learning. They're doing really well. They're really interested in apples. They're learning the different stages, and next week we'll move on to different uses and the parts of the apple and things like that. So, looking forward to your comments to hear what you have to say about my Victor experience, and I guess I'll see you next week.